fun to say. This has become a really fun tradition, an important tradition here at Oracle Park. We host this day to spotlight the women's sports community. I'm Amy G. I'm your host today, and I'm really excited to be here, very honored. Today is about engagement, inspiration, learning, empowering the girls and young women in our community. And today we're joined by people who are empowering women and girls in sports through nonprofit organizations, community groups, sports teams, business leaders, and so much more. So one very special community leader we're honored to have in attendance today, and I'm super honored that I get to work with her. She's a woman who has been breaking barriers in baseball announcing and has served as the Giants PA announcer since the ballpark opened in 2000. Can y'all please give it up for the voice of the Giants, Miss Renelle Brooks-Moon. Did you hear that? And she wins for best dressed.
Nice.
She does. We love Renelle. So each of the women that you're going to meet this morning individually have amazing accomplishments that we want to hear about and able to plow that trail further toward equality and opportunity to maybe someday we don't have to have this day because we're equal. Let's hope, right? Most importantly, today is a reminder to all of you out there that you can achieve your dreams. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to bring in a group of accomplished women who have achieved great success. They're difference makers in their communities. We have two panels today. So we're going to start with our first, Miss Stacy Slaughter and Shannon Roadbury. Come on up.
She doesn't want to bother everybody.
So we have Stacey right next to me, Shannon on her right. Stacey, a quick background. She has an illustrious career with the Giants. Again, very fortunate that I got to work with her for as long as I did. She was the Executive Vice President of Communications, and she currently serves as a Senior Advisor to the Giants. She's also, I love this, a board member of the newest National Women's Soccer League team right here in the Bay Area. We'll all be going to support. And then Shannon, check this out. Okay, so first just look at her shoes. And then this is not going to be a surprise that she is a 3-time Olympian in track. She's a Nike Pro runner and the founder of nonprofit Imagining More. And the best, she's a San Francisco native. Okay, so Shannon, we're going to start with you because you're from San Francisco, and we got to get right to it. Who is your favorite Giant?
Oh my gosh.
And it can be of Giants past.
Well, I mean, I grew up in the Barry Bonds era when he was crushing everybody, so that probably is my strongest Giants memory. I think the other is remembering China Basin when it was just warehouses and the transformation of the space that was made possible by the Giants Stadium being here and being an anchor for our community and really the beginning of the revitalization of this section of the city. So, yeah, I would have to say that.
All of us who grew up going to Candlestick were very happy this morning. Very, very happy, yes. So Stacey, same question to you. You know I'm going to throw you under the bus. You were here for so long. Who was your favorite Giant?
Oh my God, it's like asking who your favorite child is.
Well,
I'm a big believer in quality people, and fortunately at the Giants we've had a number of really incredible quality players, humans I should say. And I would say two that stick out to me are Barry Zito and Buster Posey.
Very good choices. Okay, so I always think it's really important for all the young ladies in the audience to know how these ladies get to where they are today. So Stacey, let's stay with you and just your path and where you went to school and what you studied and when your job with the Giants came to fruition.
Sure. So I grew up primarily in Sacramento, and I was one of the first in my family to go to college. My parents didn't go to college, and I didn't go on a college tour. I just kind of applied, and fortunately, I was given admission to Berkeley and to Cal, go Bears, and studied communications. Thought I would pursue a career in politics, which I did for the first couple years of my career. I was the press secretary to the mayor of San Francisco. I worked for a political campaign, things like that. And then when I was in the mayor's office, the Giants were about to be sold and moved to Tampa, Florida, way before all of your time.
I remember.
And you remember. So I got to know Larry Bear, Jack Bear, a lot of Peter McGowan, who was trying to put together an ownership group to keep the team in San Francisco. And when they bought the team, they needed a political communications person, and they called me and asked me if I would come to work for the Giants for 2 months. We were doing a political campaign to build a ballpark at 3rd and King in 1996. And I was like, okay, I can do anything for 2 months. So I took the job, and that was in 1996, and I'm still affiliated with the team in 2023. So you never know what path your career is going to take, and you never know who you meet along the way that could open up doors for you.
Well, and also politics isn't just in politics. I think your background in politics played very well in Major League Baseball. Shannon, same question to you. Tell us about your path.
Yeah, I grew up in the Sunset District of San Francisco. I'm very, very proud. My dad is from here. My grandparents were born in San Francisco, so multi-generational San Franciscan, deep roots. So Sunset District, St. Stephen's, Sacred Heart Cathedral, got a full scholarship to Duke in track and field, but I was a dancer before I was a runner. I didn't even know professional running existed, but becoming an athlete enabled me to get that college scholarship, which opened up this career path that I never expected. So in 2007, I signed with Nike. I made my first Olympic team in 2008. A year before that, I was injured with a stress fracture. Didn't get to finish my college career, but a year later made my first Olympic team, and all these years later, I'm still with Nike. I just started a Nike Legend contract, so I'm having an opportunity to work with Nike and their women's vertical to create better products for women and girls, especially maternity. I have two kids. My daughter Sienna is down here. My husband's somewhere with my son. But I think the women's sports space is one that is quite young, and the idea of what an athlete is has been defined for millennia from one perspective, and I really try to expand that narrative about what an athlete is, and make space so that our women can live their full experience, including motherhood, and create opportunities for them to come back stronger.
I feel like she's been to a few of these with Mom. So, Stacey, as a female executive in professional sports, what do you feel are some of the unique challenges that you faced, and whether you had to overcome them or just deal with them? What are they?
Well, some of my colleagues are here. I sound like a broken record because I can tell this story a lot. When I started at the Giants, I was single, not married, no kids, and came into and worked primarily with men for the first few years of my career. And so it was a bit of a challenge to kind of challenge some of the norms of professional sports, particularly men's professional sports. And that really came more into light as I started to have a family. I have this very distinct memory of becoming pregnant with my first child, my son, who's now going to be 23 next month. Oh my God. And I went into our HR department and I said, okay, I'm pregnant, what's our maternity leave policy? How are we going to do this? And they're like, oh yeah, we don't have a maternity leave policy. I'm like, what? At that point it was 1999. Like, well, you can take vacation, you can take, but no one had ever brought it up before. So
Would they just have the baby at work and keep going? I mean,
I don't know. So I went and collected all the maternity leave policies I could find. My husband's a lawyer, so I got his and all that stuff. He had a better maternity leave policy than I did. And fortunately, the Giants were great about, once I presented, they're like, oh, you're right, we should do this. Now we have one of the most generous maternity and paternity leave policies. So part of it is just when you have a very, organization that everyone's the same and don't have the challenges and there's lack of diversity, and particularly in life challenges, you don't think about policies and how they impact people. But this organization over the past almost 30 years that I've been involved has really evolved as an organization, both in the people and in our policies. And I think part of that, I hope, my role had some role, in helping to open those doors and say, you have a family and you want to be part of your family, you want to be part of your kids' life, because it is a grind here, as many people know, and being able to realize you can have a life plus have a great career is really important.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to choose one or the other. You should be
As
able
a
to
parent, or as any parent,
yeah, for sure. So Shannon, for you, challenges you faced as a female professional athlete?
A lot of parallels, actually. In 2017, when I became pregnant, I started to, I reviewed the policies as a professional athlete in track and field. We earn our health insurance through performance. We're all contractors with shoe companies, and my health insurance, I was going to lose it right when I needed it the most, as I was pregnant, getting ready to have my first child. So I was able to find those allies. I think kind of like what you had said, Stacey, this idea of allyship and shining a spotlight on areas that maybe are just blind spots. What I found is once I started pointing out my situation, all of our female athlete situation, that we would lose our health insurance in maternity, I started to have people, encourage me and support me in this process of ultimately going through USA Track and Field, creating the first ever maternity policy, making sure that our female athletes would get health insurance through pregnancy and for a year afterwards. But it's exactly that. I mentioned before, the idea of athlete is millennia old, but it's primarily been defined by a male athlete, primarily a Caucasian male athlete, and as the wife of a Mexican national record holder and a female professional athlete, we have spent a lot of time thinking about how do we expand this vision of athlete so it's more inclusive. And I think, it's being a professional athlete has given me a life that I never could have dreamed of, and it has been such a blessing. I think now, as I look to my next stage in life, I think we're all put on this earth to leave it a little bit better than we came, and we need to exist in the space we're in, and we identify opportunities for improvement to really find partners, find allies, and work to improve them, because each one of us is here due to the work of those before us, and we owe it to the future to make it better as well.
That's so true, and that's such a good lesson for all the young girls here, is learning to pay it forward and learning about the ladies who trailblazed before you, because we're all here because of them. So Stacey, as I mentioned, is a board member for BayFC. We're super excited about this team coming to the Bay Area. What can you tell us about what went into the decision for you to get involved, and how important is it for these girls here to be able to go to a professional soccer game?
Well, I think building on what Shannon said, the whole idea and identity of what an athlete is has really evolved. And, the Bay Area is such a hotbed for women's soccer. I mean, if you think of the U.S. women's national team. By the way, I'm feeling very self-conscious of this. I am wearing blue because I'm going down to the Team USA soccer game today. I'm wearing red, white, and blue. I have a lot of orange and black.
It's really not Dodger blue.
It really was a struggle to find red, white, and blue.
It's navy.
What was your question? Anyways, I stepped back from my full-time role at the Giants, and there were these really great professional or soccer legends, if you will, in Randy Chastain, Allie Wagner, Jenny Slayton, Leslie Osborne. And a couple years ago, when the National Women's Soccer League was looking to expand, they said LA has a team, San Diego has a team, why not the Bay Area, why not us? And they went on this incredible 2-year odyssey to bring a team to the Bay Area. And it started well before me. I mean, we have some Giants executives, Sarah Brown, Amy Tovar, Grant Wells, who just left. They were some of the original investors in this team, which is when I first heard about it. And then about 7 months ago, the team really started to catch fire, and the major ownership group or owner that approached me and said, "Hey, the good news is we landed this franchise. The bad news is we don't really know anything about how to run a professional sports team. Would you come and talk to us?" And that was back in January. And so they asked me to be an advisor to the team and help them just think about what does it mean to be a professional sports team anywhere. And kind of to your point, I've always thought, and we talked about this with the Giants, is that we are the stewards of 100-plus-year-old, what are we now, Shana, 131-year-old franchise, and we want to leave it a little bit better. We want to leave the community a little bit better in how we left it and how we take care of this organization. And so that was kind of how I came to the task at hand. They went and recruited Rick Wells, who is the longtime CEO of the Warriors, and we've been working the past 6 months with the soccer legends to put this team together. And it's very much has deep roots in this idea about building something for a community. And it's not just the peninsula or San Francisco, it's really Northern California and the Bay. And this is I would say this is not a moment for women's sports. This is a transformational moment for women's sports. And if you look at the interest, the valuation of teams, what happened at the women's NCAA Final Four, you're seeing, what's happening with Angel City in LA, and the women's national team, both in USA as well as teams around the country. Women's sports is really at an inflection point, and there's such an opportunity to galvanize interest and to excite fans, not just women fans, girl fans, but fans all around. And you see what USA, the women's national team has done. So that's what's exciting for me. And the organization is really focused on not just preparing the athlete and having them bring their best performance to the field, but preparing them for life after sport. I think so many teams focus on now, which is important because you want to win. These are young people. These are 22-year-old kids. I mean, we have high school players who are playing in NWSL. We have high school players who go and get drafted in Major League Baseball. And they have a whole life ahead of them beyond that. And if we don't help them think about the future beyond sport, we're really doing them a disservice. And we're doing a disservice to our community. So that's what I'm excited about. And I'll stop talking.
I think that's well done, Matthew. Does come to an end, and then what? Yes, it can be quickly. So, Shannon, I love what you said, that you feel we're all here to leave the earth a better place. So, with that in mind, what are your aspirations for the next generation of athletes?
Well, I think you had said this at the outset. I hope it can be there can be a point at which we don't need to have special days celebrating different genders, different races, that we can exist in a space where there is that equality and the best comes to the top regardless of their background. So that is important for me. I think you spoke about this inflection point in women's sports. I've done a lot of work in this space, and when you think of how sports sponsorship is spent globally, it's about $66 billion, maybe a little bit more by now. But of that huge pot of money, less than 1%, in fact 0.4% of that sponsorship money goes towards women's sports. so not only is that a huge discrepancy, but when you think about the customer, 70 to 80% of the consumer spend is in the hands of women. And so I think, not only is it the right thing to do to invest in women's sports, not only have we seen when you invest in women's sports and you create the opportunity for viewership that the fans show up, but it's also from a business argument the right thing to do. And so I hope that we can grow the opportunities for fans to engage in women's sports, because I think if you build it, if you create it, if you show it, they will show up as well. And so that's my hope for the future, is that we can get to a point where there is more parity.
And it goes along with, if you can see it, you can be it, which is a big message I pass on to my 15-year-old daughter. It's a big message we have here with Alyssa Mackin, who was the first female coach in MLB. And so you've got little young eyes looking at both of you today saying, I didn't know that I could do that, and now I know. What would be your best piece of advice that you would give to them? Stacey, we'll start with you.
Well, one thing that really opened my eyes was I was hosting some male college baseball players. They were doing a summer league, and I was hosting them at my house, and I brought them to a Giants game. And I gave them a behind-the-scenes tour. We went up to the broadcast booth and press box, and here are kids. They're playing Division I baseball. Their whole life has been baseball. Their whole life has been track and field. And at the end of our night, we're sitting in the seats, and they said, wow, I didn't realize that there's a whole other world, professional world, that has nothing to do with playing on the field. That there's a whole, I mean, I have so many women, male, all different background folks who work for the Giants. We have, I don't know, what's our employee count now? 500 employees. Some are all in San Francisco. We have scouts. We have a huge operation that doesn't play on the field. And so really thinking about opportunities. What are you passionate about? Do you love social media? We have a whole social media department. We love to write. We have a whole communications department. Do you love numbers and you love accounting? We have a finance department. We have a legal department. We have all the things that a regular company would have. And we're fortunate we get to work for one of the best teams in the country, in the world. So thinking about expanding your horizons beyond just the sport piece of it, and take what you learn from that sport opportunity and then apply it to the business world. I am not an athlete. So I can tell you, they said, don't touch the ball, stay away. Like, that was not my jam. So definitely think that if you are really interested in sports, that there are other roads that lead you here on how well you play.
Absolutely, that's something we talk a lot about at my nonprofit. We just had a 5-day camp, and as part of it, it was this idea of helping kids understand that, in our situation, Olympianism, being an Olympian, yes, I've competed as an athlete in the Olympics, but it's taken coaches, physical therapists, sports psychologists, a whole network of people to enable that Olympic experience. And so exactly what you said. And I think even a step behind that, if you're a kid who loves sports and wants to stay involved with sports, there's an opportunity for you at college. One of the things that we really try to encourage and share with our athletes at Imagine More is this, we call it demystifying the college recruiting process. But I think that most of the time you see on TV the top D1 athlete superstar who is amazing, but there's D2, D3, NAIA. There's my high school coach, who was my first ever running coach, was a manager at UCLA. And so I think for you young people out here, as you're thinking about your future, taking that time to figure out a school where you continue to be involved with the sport that you love and the doors that it can open for you. Graham, who's here with us, he worked over there, he worked at U of O, giving tours of U of O, Phil Knight was one of the people he gave it to, and now he's working with the Giants, right? So I think to Stacey's point, there's so many ways to create an incredible life for yourself beyond what you maybe see presented to you every day. So if you have questions, Come ask me.
And I have a son who plays D3 baseball who had dreams of playing D1, didn't work out. He's at a great D3 academic school. And you have a life when you also play D3 sports. He's going abroad in the fall. There's a lot of ways to still be involved, like you said. And I say that a lot when I do informational interviews with folks is, you go to a college campus, most colleges have a sports department or an athletics department. You can go be a tour guide, you can go be a game manager.
Right for the school paper.
Right for the school paper. We tend to hire a lot of those folks who've worked in the sports information department. So when you're on campus, don't think you have to wait till you graduate from college. When you're on campus, they're dying for help. They want people and students to be involved because it improves the experience for everyone. So I encourage you to do that.
Great advice. So, Shannon and Stacy, thank you so much for your time. And Stacy, you gotta go to the pitch. Thank you for coming out, everybody. It's too hard for me to get up and down.
What's the name of the SF team?
I'm so cold and I'm not going to get up and down. All right, so we're not done, and we've got a couple more amazing women that we're going to hear from today. Our second group,
Oh, there's some
I love this name, Rockies. Rocky Henley and Maria Tejada, come on up.
Oh, she's going to. Good job. Hi, Celine.
Rocky's my favorite.
Thanks, Gary.
How's it going? See ya.
Celine the whole time was like, where's
All right,
Sienna?
so Maria,
She's like on
Rocky's right, is the community manager for Girl Scouts of Northern California. We wish she would have some young kids. She'd be popular. And Rocky serves as the softball commissioner for the Junior Giants. And is such a great program, and is the girls sports coordinator for SF Rec and Park. So welcome, and I'm going to start the same way I started with Stacy and Shannon, just your path. Rocky, let's start with you and your love of sports and how you paved your way to what you do today.
Sure, thank you. Hi everybody, to see a lot of familiar faces out here. I was born in San Francisco, fourth generation. Grew up in South San Francisco, played a lot of baseball growing up, and because there's no girls softball league. When I was about 11, South City decided to have a softball league, so I started participating in that. And then in high school, I was three-sport star, varsity, freshman through senior, volleyball, basketball, softball. And then I went on to San Francisco State University. I played softball there my 4 years and had a season of basketball, and I threw the javelin for the track team. Yeah. So I tried to get all my eligibility in as much as I could. After college, I had the opportunity to play professional baseball for the team, the Colorado Silver Bullets, where we were an all-female team. We barnstormed the United States and played the men's independent league, minor league baseball teams. So that was back in the day when like Michael Jordan was playing for the Barons. We played his team. He actually asked me or our team for our autograph.
Rocky did better at the plate that day than Michael Jordan.
He had a full hamstring.
Oh, he had a full hamstring, of course he did.
And then I just want to share a little bit more. I was at Candlestick Park. I grew up watching the Giants. I told my grandmother when I was about 10 years old, Nana, I'm going to be the first girl to play for the Giants. And my dream came true. In 1994, I got to play third base at Candlestick Park before the Giants game. And it was the most wonderful, special day of my life. Besides my family, and all that.
Yeah. Maria, how about you? Your path.
All right. So originally I'm from Orange County, Santa Ana to be specific, and then that's where my sports career, you can say, started. I never really like made the best decisions in 6th and 7th grade, skipping class and whatnot. But then my PE teacher was like, you should really come out for sports and join our team. And so I did all the sports that year: volleyball, basketball, soccer, softball, track. And then in high school, that's when I started to take sports very seriously. I played volleyball and softball, even though I never touched a softball ever before, really. Like, it wasn't that serious in middle school. But my coach always told me, I'm so hard on you because you look like you've been playing since you were 5. And I really, really enjoyed it. But I really enjoyed my time as an athlete the most at UC Santa Barbara, where I played rugby. And so in rugby, I was president, vice president, alumni chair, team captain. So took on basically all the leadership roles throughout the years. I didn't do all of them at once, but it was a blast. Playing such a physical sport at 5'3", it was great.
Yeah, but you can get in and I can see you being a little grinder, yeah, slither in there. 5'10", not so easy. Yeah, we go to the volleyball route. So Maria, let's stay with you, your involvement with Girl Scouts, but also beyond as it's just extracurricular activities for girls, how important they are, how they build character.
So with Girl Scouts, I started a year ago. July 5th, I made 1 year with Girl Scouts. And I support girls in finding troops and building new troops, new troop leaders, onboarding, all of that. And one thing I always talk about is how girls thrive in an all-girl environment. All of our support systems are geared towards girls, right? And getting them comfortable in the outdoors. And to me, the outdoors was sports, kicking the ball around, peppering in volleyball, right? And so to be able to have a program that the whole emphasis of it is to get girls out of their comfort zone, and I get to work for that program, it's really great. You see girls come into one of my recruitment events and they don't want to leave their parents' side. And then all of a sudden they're running away. Like, I don't want to go home. I want to join a troop now. So it's all about building that confidence for girls, and they're very capable of doing anything we want to do.
So, and new confidence is going to come up. That's such an important word today, is confidence. And so, Rocky, to you were asking Maria about extracurricular activities, but sports in general, being active. You're a 3-time All-American. Why is it important for girls to be active and, beyond play sports, but just be active?
Who here plays a sport? Raise your hand. Nice. Just be. If you play sports, you don't have to be the best, but it's important to play. Anything. You can be a runner. You can row. You can walk. Being active is really important. Your health components, wellness, mindfulness. It's an easy way to relax and make friends. And studies show that the more you participate at an older age, the better health benefits that you have as an older adult.
We're learning that now. Yeah. Oh God, I played sports. So for both of you, I always feel that having grown up an athlete, playing collegiate volleyball, I didn't know when I was playing how beneficial it would be in the work world for me, because you're always on a team of some sort. So to both of you, whether it's a Girl Scout troop or a team, what do you feel girls learn in that experience that helps them later on in life?
there's so many skills in it, being an athlete or participating in sports. You have time management skills, being on time, getting practice, or your meetings, or working together. Sometimes you know how to step in and help others, and sometimes you need to step back and let others help the group, especially if someone is shy or is really knowledgeable but has a chance to has more information or knowledge. Then knowing to step back is a really good thing in a team scenario.
To add on, I think you wear many different hats throughout the various years that you're in the sport. So for example, when I played rugby at UC Santa Barbara, my first year, I didn't really know what was going on. Like if you watch a rugby game, you just see people running into each other, and that's about it, right? But as my freshman year, I started to just gather little skills on and off of the field. So I was able to then learn how to help my team on the field, by passing the ball to the right person, going into the hole to then score a try. Try is like a touchdown, okay, just so you all know. But behind the scenes, we weren't really like the best team in financial standing. So I was able to say like, hey, like we have a lot of potential on the field. If only we had more money, we could, really invest in great gear that could help us to become better. And so you always just want to, in a team, not only focus on yourself and how you're going to be better, but how as a whole you're going to be better, because that's how you get to the end goal. But yeah, I think that's it. You wear different hats and step in, but then step back. Don't always be in the spotlight. I always say equity of voice. Because sometimes you don't know the right things to say, but the shyest person may have the right things to say at the right moment.
Absolutely. And there's so much teamwork involved. You have to learn to work with people. And when you play a sport, you don't always love all your teammates. But you have to learn how to play together. And that's life in general. So for both of you, again, we all have been witness, especially the young ones in the audience. They don't know any differently than seeing a woman in a baseball uniform here at the Giants. So that's a fantastic place to be. I can honestly say when I started working for the Giants, I would not have thought that was possible. And I love watching the progress. So to both of you, Maria, we'll start with you. Where do you think sports has come for women? Where does it need to go?
I think, with the help of Title IX, that was great. Girls started to do more sports.
Title IX, 51 years old.
Not only just being more active in a sport, but just it opened up a lot of doors for just extracurricular sports. And I think that there's still so much more that needs to get done, like equal pay, right? For girls in sports. I see that.
For that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Equal pay.
We really need that. And it was great to hear about, maternity leave, coming into play now for women athletes, which was also great. But what you all were mentioning earlier, where it needs to go is we no longer need to have a girl day because there's equity, right? We no longer need to have, because there's also different components, there's the race factor, the background factor, Hispanic Heritage Month, or Asian American Heritage Month. I think as a society, we just all need to learn how to coexist better. And women, trailblazers, a lot of the times we're at the forefront of that. So to all little girls out there, you are the leaders of the future. The future is female.
And I also hope it's the future of supportive females, because I feel through my time growing up, that was an issue where women weren't supporting other women in their progress. And I've seen that come a long way, which I love. Rocky, how about you?
Well, since I've been playing, when I played Silver Bullets in 1994, there's hardly maybe 1,500 people that tried out for that team. And there was 24 that made it. That was a long time ago. And now you see baseball players, girls, who are playing high school baseball, who are playing in their little leagues, in colleges now, Alyssa Knack coaching. So it's getting better, but we still have a ways to go. The rec department in San Francisco has something throughout the country, something called the Fair Play Act. The Fair Aid Act shows us that girls have just much opportunity than the boys. The best fields, the best coaches, the best uniforms, all-star teams. So if the boys have it, the girls need to have it too. So we're getting there, but we need to improve it more.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I actually have an example of this. This is very Title IX. I keep looking at this lady over here because she's the first to thought for Title IX. And I have a mother that was so heavily involved and supportive of Title IX, and it's why I was able to play sports. But in Petaluma, you have the girls softball team at Petaluma High School, and you have the boys baseball team. And the boys baseball team has a legit, sturdy fence that you can put sponsors on it, and restaurants and businesses in Petaluma can advertise on it, and they make money off it. The girls' fence was like paper mache. And dogs were allowed to go in there. People would walk their dogs and do their business, and the girls were playing it. And Petaluma got together and said, Title IX says they have to have the same facilities. This is not the same. And they just put up a legit, sturdy fence for the girls. Yeah. And now they're going to start making some money because we're going to advertise. All right, so to both of you, I asked Stacey and Shannon to give advice to the young girls here today, but I'm actually going to switch it up for you. And I want to know what piece of advice you would give to your 8-year-old selves. Do we have any 8-year-olds in the audience? I know we have younger. Right there! Oh, you're that girl. I think the piece of advice I would give to my 8-year-old self, when I was 8 years old, I really wanted to play soccer, and my parents never wanted to let me play soccer because they said my legs would break. I don't understand. And so I think at 8 years old, I would not care what they had to say, and I'd sneak away to my cousin's house where they get to play soccer. So, at 8 years old, I would tell myself, you're strong, you may be short, but you're going to be a great athlete, and never let even your parents tell you what you can't do based on just like the safety of yourself. Like I know my body better than they did, right? I think that if I would have started being in athletics at such a younger age, I don't know, I probably would have, played at the collegiate level, any other sport, maybe soccer. I don't know, anything. So don't, I guess, hold back, and parents, don't tell your daughters no when they want to do a sport like rugby or soccer. It opens a lot of doors for them. Sure does.
I think I would tell my 8-year-old self to study a little bit more. I would have been more academic. Believe it or not, there's 5 to 1 more academic scholarships than athletics. So you don't necessarily have to be the best, but you can still go to school. There's club teams to participate in, so you don't have to be the best athlete. You can still enjoy sports and live your life. So academics, number 1, and then it doesn't depend on what your body type is. You could be big, small, you could be thin, hefty. You could still be a great athlete, a shot putter if you're a bigger girl. Or there's other sports, and you don't have to be the thinnest or the strongest. So I think that's what I would tell my 8-year-old self.
I think that's really good advice. Yeah, we're all built differently, and we all have strength in different ways. So that, oh, you know what? I can't leave you guys without asking you who your favorite giant is. There's a lot of giants out there right now. No pressure. Giant, current or past? Favorite giant, Rocky?
Growing up at Candlestick Park, I love number 22, Will Clark. He was Jack Clark first. He played right field, and then 22, Will Clark. So those are my two top.
Those are good. He's my favorite as well. Maria?
For me, I'll be honest, don't follow love baseball, but I have heard the hype about Barry Bonds.
There you go.
There you go.
Girl, you're going to wear that jersey, you better pick a favorite giant. So Maria and Rocky, to Shannon, and Stacey had to leave, but thank you so much to our panelists today. What a treat. Your message, it just serves as such a great reminder that girls can do anything they set their minds to. And it's important to know for all of you out there, all you young ladies in the audience, that strong women like these that you're seeing up here, they're in positions that are actively working towards our collective futures. So we now invite you to explore the ballpark before the game starts. We do have a game today. We have a great pregame ceremony planned so that we hope that you'll be back in your seats by 12:15 to enjoy something happening on the field that's pretty special. And if you have a special event ticket, you're going to head to section 334. That's way up in the view reserve level, and you get to go redeem your special item. Thanks for coming out today. Go Giants! Go Girls!
I love you have the camera. I love you use the camera.